anti-Semites and anti-fascists are fascists. Who wants to say that we are violent, that we hate America. But the only thing we hate is the system that oppresses us, and we demand change. Now, August 30th, we are partnered with the Lansdale Equality Coalition. We are holding an excellent rally. It's going to be a Defund the Police, Black Lives Matter style rally. It will be a march. It will be in the heart of Lansdale. But there's something else that I want to promote. September 1st, there will be a general strike. This general strike will start September 1st. It could go on for weeks. It could go on for months. Right now, the Montgomery County Libertarian Workers Coalition is attempting to put together Montgomery County's general strike, where we will physically shut down the system and make those who are in charge, who suppress us, feel the pain. Their wallets will hurt, and then we maybe will get the change we demand. In order to do this, though, we need help. We need a system. We need a coordinated effort to provide food, to provide housing, to provide water to everyone. So please, if you guys are interested, come talk to me. Montgomery County Libertarian Workers Coalition, September 1st, we have the general strike.
All right, next we have Jeff Smith from Montco Normal. What up?
Good afternoon, everyone. How is everyone this afternoon? Do we know why we're here this afternoon? Are we here to make a difference and change? I am. I hope you are here too. I hope when we leave here, this isn't a moment that we had, but it's that the action of what we're doing. Sorry. But I'm here representing Montco Normal. Normal is the National Organization for the Reform of Marijuana Law. And why I'm here mostly is to inform you that decriminalization has happened in Norristown. You can smoke weed, it's $25 if you're feeling froggy. I'm also here to inform you that there's a pardon by the state that you can get down there. There's a form. Go get the green box. Tell anybody you know that there's a pardon that you can get if you have a previous marijuana crime. Old or new. Change your life.
Speak up, speak up.
But we're here to change. We're here to make change. Let's do that. You know, let's meet new people, let's connect, and let's make a change here today. Let's make this something that we can remember as this was the start of something. That's all I have to say.
And next we have David McCohen. Am I saying that right? McMahon. Okay, you introduce from Nope.
Hi, how y'all doing? My name's David McMahon. I'm also here with one of my other colleagues, Mac Hirsch. We are Norristown residents. Welcome to Norristown, by the way. Our group is Norristown Opposes Privatization Efforts. We are fighting against the most recent example of that. Water rights are under attack throughout the country, and we have a local fight here on this issue. In this instance, it is the sale of the sewer and waste treatment plant here in Norristown to Aqua, Pennsylvania. This is essentially a payday loan, structured as a gift that's going to fund all sorts of development and positive projects here in Norristown. But in fact, it's a backdoor way to raise taxes on people who are already hard pressed to meet the tax burden and the expenses and the cost of living that they already experience here in Norristown and the country as a whole in the current conditions that have been laid out so well by so many of the speakers here today. There are many reasons why we disapprove of this sale. I'll go into a few of them here, but maybe one of the most egregious really has been the process in which they implemented this. It was in the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of all the unrest after the murder of George Floyd, and they took it upon themselves to use minimum time frames for everything to rush the vote to sell the sewer system. Now, to our way of thinking, the municipality never either. The municipality of Norristown, neither through the Office of the Municipal Administrator nor through the Council, ever clearly demonstrated to the public that it had considered or weighed more cost-effective options for financing the proposed spending plans other than the sale of this valuable public asset, even though the municipality has a fiduciary responsibility to do that. In other words, like for the dollar amount needed, what would normal financing cost Norristown residents compared to the increased rates, doubled and tripled rates over the course of, well, the lifetime of the sale, which at this point now is forever? When initiating its bidding process and delivering public statements on the possibility of the sale, leading members of the council took great pains to characterize the process as only exploratory. Votes along the way to proceed were never commitments to a sale, and then despite that, when the final bid was accepted, all those previously characterized exploratory efforts suddenly were leveraged as due diligence and sunk costs, essentially obligating council to proceed with the sale. They say this process has been a long one, but they've always insisted that it was non-committal until the bid was accepted, and then suddenly there was no time left to discuss. In the proceeding with the sale, the municipality and the authority would be committing residents and ratepayers through inevitable and excessive rate increases to aid in creating a regional, private, for-profit monopoly in our region, namely Alco, Pennsylvania. The money will leave an already strapped Norristown to help build a water monopoly. Under this monopoly, those same residents and ratepayers have been shifted in precedence from first to last, behind excessive compensation to executives, behind shareholder dividends, and behind market considerations that are not in alignment with our interests. The interests of a private corporation that shareholders are placed above determining our own needs. The community and its residents would be demoted from citizens participating in local control of a publicly created, publicly funded utility instituted for common use, and to mere consumers of a service whose safety and health standards they would lose the ability to assess, alter, and improve as they deem necessary. There's a national problem with turning water rights into commodities, and Norristown residents are about to fall victim to this privatization drive. Our community would stand to lose control over capital asset selection, choices of energy sustainability goals, new infrastructure planning priorities, things that would yield long-term community benefits self-chosen. And they would be at odds with the short-term quarterly profit fixation of a private corporate owner, such as Alco. The impacts of privatization have been shown to disproportionately affect poor and working-class communities, such as Norristown, as concluded by the Thurgood Marshall Institute at the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund, further draining the already limited resources of those communities long after any initial infusion of cash by the municipality has been drawn down and spent. This same cash infusion ultimately originating and deriving from the rates and fees assessed to customers over the decades, and they will be allocated to projects that have nothing to do with why they were committed to pay those bills over the years. And this sale is not appropriate for non-sewer and infrastructure work. We maintain that the Municipal Waste Authority has the ability to create a process to allow the ratepayers and residents and voters of Norristown to finally have a say in this. We're urging them to do that. We have a petition in the back to sign. We're getting a ballot initiative together for the November election, denying the council the authority to sell this publicly held good. Mac is back at our table there. and we'd urge you to sign the petition. For those who are not Norristown residents, there's a state level aspect to this fight as well, and we would urge all of you to pressure your local state representatives. There's House Bill 2597, the main purpose of which would create a ratepayer referendum for every sale of a public utility over $1 million. They want to take $82 million here they want to spend on this plan here. And because of recent legislation that's been passed, Aqua would be guaranteed they could go to the PUC and say, I need to raise my rates because I just spent $82 million. So they're protected any risk, and everything that they can reap in profits they will take from this community. It's happening all over the place. It's happening in Lower Makefield. It's happening in Chester. It's happening all in this region as Aqua PA seeks to become the dominant water monopoly. We can't let that happen. Wherever we see it pop up, we have to fight it. And right now we have a fight on our hands here in Norristown. We have until August 25th to collect 1,500 signatures to get this on the ballot in Montgomery County. Any of you who are not Norristown residents but want to find a way to take part, we need people to help circulate these petitions. If you would still like to get engaged within your own community, again, call your state representatives. It takes a shockingly low number of phone calls to state level reps to get their attention on a subject. So I'd urge you to all do that. Pay attention to, let me put it this way. One thing we want to do with our organization, NOPE, and the Water Rights Awareness of Pennsylvania, is to keep our ear to the ground, hear wherever this is happening, and get involved early. If we knew here in Norristown a year ago that this was happening, if we had the experience and the knowledge we have now, we would never have gotten this far. If we knew that the arguments about these very non-committal languages, and whenever they did mention this sale in public, if we had known what the playbook was, we would have acted early. We've been much more successful. And we urge you to keep it look out in your own areas for this potential sales of this nature. And we'll fight this early. Keep in contact with us. Keep our information. We're building a network of people we've been involved with. Like, as I said again, Chester Water Authority. They've been very helpful. People who are leading the fight over there. We're contacting Lower Bakefield folks. We're helping them in their fight. And if we pull together, we can turn around this monopolization drive. And thanks so much for your time. Because again, I said here, nothing is going to change this situation except us acting to do it. We elected everyone in Norristown Council. Two council members opposed it, Rebecca Smith and Hakeem Jones. 5 voted in favor. They were all elected. If we want to have our own say, local control over our own issues, our own priorities, and make ourselves heard, it's going to come from us. So at that, thank you very much. And check us out in the back here. But most importantly, keep an eye in your own neighborhoods. Water rights and other environmental rights. This fight's happening everywhere. And I know I'm losing. I'm going to leave it at that. But thank you so much for all coming out here. We all need to keep in touch. We all need to share in our struggles and understand how they're all actually rooted in all of us trying to take back the power that we ultimately have that derives from our position as workers in the society. And if we can unite against the capitalist class and the people who carry out their mission, we can get the world we want.
Yes, it is. Thank you. We're going to have Lindo come back out and do one more performance to end it, close out. Here's Lindo.
Hi. There's a lot going on right now, and I think what is way heavy on my heart right now is I believe in the power of the ballot, but I also believe what has historically been so true is that the sacrifice can't end with a vote, so we have to continue that work every day, no matter the results. Because laws are not just changed with just elections, but with people, with talking to folks. And I wanted to do this poem where I talk about Election Day, and it's called A New Day. I remember seeing Donald Trump sit next to Obama. And every time I saw and heard Donald Trump, I heard and saw a bounty hunter back in plantation times that used to catch a runaway slave, bring him back to the auction block or plantation. Every time I thought of the plantation, I thought of the crime bill and how many people were put in the prison system as if it was a plantation. Every time I saw Obama, I saw a free man. And I thought to myself, oh man, it's a new day. It's a new day. Obama looked like a free man giving his house to the bounty hunter after endorsing the former slave owner that put us on plantations. He's trying to convince us that this is as American as apple pie, as if we didn't get a slice of it at the dinner table with Jim Crow, Uncle Sam, Uncle Tom giving us the Trayvon verdict. We are hurt, we are scarred, and America wants us to cover up our scars with our emotional makeup. You know, grin and bear, maybe put up a fist in silence. Well, there've been too many riots of the unheard. We finna turn up the volume of the speaker, make a lot of noise, break a lot of glass ceilings, step on a lot of floors, leave the ground breaking. Because we've been carrying America on our aching lynch back for too long. And tell me, what's more patriotic than that? To love a country that keeps on telling you that it hates you. I mean, the electoral college looked like the red carpet for the KKK. So we finna cut a rug, do a 1-2 step until we leave footprints of a giant. Because they trying to birth a nation. We're going to birth that ignorance. Planned Parenthood's to raise sons and daughters to a new day to come. And I know they're going to come for me, asking me to say sorry. Well, I've been too unapologetic lately. Because I got too much faith in my culture, too much faith in my people, and too much faith in the new day to come. So I don't know how you're going to act now, but you have to act very soon. And when I say very soon, I mean minutes from now. So the power's in the ballot, but also you can't just sacrifice your votes. Because if we learn anything about American history, we see that people have changed laws more than politicians have.
Thank you guys so much. Can we give another round of applause to all the speakers that have been here today? Take that off for a minute. So we've gone through all of our speakers today. We still have a little bit of time. If anyone does have something they want to offer, you know, the microphone is up here. Otherwise, I'm going to put a little music back on. We're going to hang out. Anyone that wants to talk, all the speakers, I think most of them are still here. So anyone that said anything that spoke to you, like, please reach out. You know, we're Montco Activists United. Again, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. If you're interested in helping with us, message us. What we're mostly looking to do is keep you all connected, keep you all in the know of what's going on so that we can support each other, so that we can show up, show our numbers, and show our unity in these missions for equality, for justice, for humanity in our towns, in our states, and in our countries. But we have a lot of people with a lot of more specific goals that might have spoken to you, and you can affect change. It can be scary to get involved, and maybe you don't know where to start, and that's fine. We all started the same way. But just doing something, anything at all, is great. And then once you do that something, do the next thing, and the next, and then we'll see what big change we can make together, united. Thank you all again for coming. If you have any questions, please let us know. And if any of the speakers want to come up here to take a quick picture, that would be great. All right, thanks again, guys. Yeah, why don't we stand on the stairs? That's a good idea. That's a great idea.
Can I use your phone?
Yeah, use my phone.
You want to come up, get a picture? Hey, Dino.
Dino, come on up. Yeah, Dino. We're coming up.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah.
For me, my husband likes to take the pay guy. He argues every time we try.
We got one more. The other guys are talking to people, so we'll take 2 pictures. Come on, you did great. Oh, I'm nuts.
Ready? 1.
No, wait, she's putting her mouth on.
Okay.
Seppi
0.
here? Wait, where's Seppi?
Gathering people.
Wait, you gotta wait for them. Yeah, we gotta wait. I don't think we're ready.
Good. Jacob's over there if he wants to jump in.
Jacob! Seppi!
Steffi!
Seppi! Oh, she's telling me. All right, good. All right. You guys, God bless. God bless.
Thank you so much, Marlena.
You're great.
See ya. Oh, you guys are picking them. Oh, no.
Social distance for us for COVID.
Is it for everyone?
Yeah. I need speakers. Yeah, just leave a little space. I think we're good. Yeah. But sitting is also good because that's like 6 feet. Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Looks good. Good
I'm smiling, have a mask.
Thank you guys.
That's what I say. Well, again, thanks so much for coming out. What are you going to be posting?
This is live streaming, so this is going to my Facebook page, YouTube, Twitch, and Periscope.
Excellent.
All at the same time it's all recording. Castwell Live.
Okay. Great. Did you get the whole thing?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, we heard from a lot of people. Yes. Good. Everybody had a hot from people share. Yeah. It's important for people to know what's going on in the community, especially. I know. I'm so excited about this. It is. Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard anything of the protests going on in Montco and Lower Providence. It's just
So there were 3 public meetings. 2 of those public meetings at conference, and they had every
Hey man, was there anything you wanted to say with your booth here, just to kind of like give some more details?
What do you mean?
Well, as far as like communications or how to get a hold of, etc., or point out any important information.
They didn't provide any kind of backing of that.
Yep.
That's just a
Excuse me.
a statement that they back
Yep.
up any kind of data points.
Okay.
Or anything. So
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Argue from data sets from previous dealings at Aqua America, the winning bidder being that raised rates, 300 up to 300%. And Norristown and
all right. Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yes.
We're like 50% of the traffic.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and cut it off in a little bit here. Did see that there was technical difficulty in the beginning of the stream there, where the camera wasn't actually posting to the stream, which is unfortunate. Ooh, okay, come on. So yeah, pretty much the end here. We had the register booth, we had the marijuana decriminalization there. I did not know about that. That's good. just I'll be heading out soon. Just wanted to kind of give an opportunity if anybody wants to speak in the chat. And there was a lot of people who spoke here. Hopefully got enough information for them to be able to get people in contact with them if they wanted to. Again, my stream is the Castawell Live you see here. Or is it over here? I don't know. Sometimes it switches. Yeah. Really great to see Amanda Capoletti here too. I voted for her in the primary. That's great that she's actually participating in these sort of events. All right, guys, have a good one. Yeah.